Hello everyone, this is Dansparce and welcome to Let's Play Monster Loves You. This is what I'm going to be playing in celebration of Halloween this year. This is my speed when it comes to scary games. As I'm sure you could tell by last year's outing, which was Haunt the House. Hopefully this one will go a little bit better than that one. But anyway, let's just jump right into it. Help me begin your story. How does it go again? Long ago, deep in the forest, monsters call the whale mist. That's right. Long ago, nestled in the heart of the forest, was the monster village of Omen. You are born from slime that holds the memory of monsters known for actions and attitude, or words and thoughts. Let's go with actions and attitude. Now let me start a timer here also. There we go. You're not awake yet, but soon your first eye will open. Your simple dreams will give way to life itself. Your dream of fighting and eating and screaming, facing frightening enemies unafraid, protecting innocent monsters from harm. Fighting and eating and screaming. That sounds my speed. Your body is turning and twisting, growing solid in the middle of a great vat of green slime. It's time to be born. Okay. Be born. Bravery is your capacity to overcome fear and intimidation. One demonstrates bravery through courageous actions. Your bravery score is 0 out of 100. Cleverness. Cleverness, wit, brain. It's how strong your mind is and how well you can suss out nonviolent solutions to problems. Your cleverness score is 0 out of 100, okay? Ferocity. Sometimes you need to be cruel. Can you bring yourself to tear a wolf apart with your claws to show you're a monster? How about its cubs? Your ferocity score is 9 out of 100. Alright. Honesty. Honesty monsters are known for their truthfulness, loyalty, and commitment to justice. If you're known for honesty, others will trust you more. Your honesty score is 0 out of 100. Then kindness. Kindness is the genuine desire to help others without expectations of reward. Healers tend to be kind. 0 out of 100. Alright. Be born. You awaken in the searing season when the sun shines strongly overhead. Onward! Your eye is open. You're a morsel, just barely born. You float in the spawning vat. Dozens of other morsels are exploring, flailing, and stealing food from each other. Try to swim, stretch your squishy arms. Try to swim. Another morsel swims towards you. It opens its mouth to show its set of small, sharp teeth. It bites you. I swim away from the toothy morsel. What? This is intolerable. Stop that biting. You pause, unable to believe that another morsel is trying to eat you. After a moment, you snap out of it and start to move again. Resist it, kill it, unite other morsels to repel the attack. Kill it! Grr, you rip into the violent morsel at its fangs, but you have claws. Keep fighting. Rawr. Frosty plus 9. You first snarl. Excellent. When the fight is over, you're chewing on the other's morsel's eye, which is all that remains. Serve that morsel right. This is such a cute game. Splash, flutter, splish, squeak. Another morsel is too weak to swim properly. It's sinking toward the bottom of the spawning vat. Ignore it and swim on. Too bad, but these things happen. Oh no, that's terrible. Too bad, but these things happen. You watch the half-formed baby monster slip beneath the surface. It begins to break apart. Swim down and take a bite of the weakling. Confront the harsh reality of death. Watch it die. Comfort the dying morsel. Confront the harsh reality of death. Honesty, plus 9. You gaze unblinking as the little morsel dies. The weakling's limbs stick to slimy clumps on the bottom, then tear away from its body. Continue to observe. The little morsel's mouth forms a terrified, toothless O, and then splits in 3 directions, forming the center of the fault lines that destroy its torso and head. Don't look away. The last you see of the morsel is its eye, which, now without a lid, floats there, seeming to stare right back at you. Then it dissolves into sludge, and the sludge dissolves into nothing. We all have to go sometime. Oh my god. You have grown too big for the spawning vat. You must move on to the next stage of life and become a monsterling. Got any advice? You're going to get into some trouble, which is great. Exercise your bravery, cleverness, ferocity, kindness, honesty. What kind of monster will you be? Indeed, to the Brood Cave and Adventure. Huh, okay. Blip, blip, snork, Brood Cave, snarl, kick, snork. I think it... What is this? The top bit shows how many days you have left until your next stage of life, and the bottom shows how much respect you have amassed. What's respect? Impress other monsters and they'll talk about how amazing you are the more respect you gain. Gotcha. Alright. Let's see. Let's go to adventure. What's this? Oh, that's just my menu. Okay. Adventure! Choose your adventure. What looks good to me? Gotta pick this little guy. It's my favorite little face right now. You notice a line of ants marching in and out of the cave. They seem to be building an anthill. Ants? Take a closer look. They're red ants. They look angry. Big pincers in front, and big stingers in back. Deal with them before they bite every. Leave the problem to Elder Marinus. Deal with them before they bite everybody. As you draw close to the line, some of the bigger ants click their mandibles at you. Stomp the ants, deceive them, use another monsterling to crush them, scare the ants away. Use another monsterling to crush them. You slide up to the unsuspecting Lapper and shove him into the ants. He shrieks as they bite and sting. Ha, take that, Lapper. Also take that, ants. Before Lapper can escape, you roll him along the line, crushing hundreds of little creatures. His body is covered with welts and bites, but the ants are all dead. Alright. Choose an adventure. Let's go with... Oh, I gotta go with this guy, too. Nash Ganache shows you a rock. It's the best rock in the whole cave. It looks a bit like Sleeping Rabbit, but it's otherwise ordinary. Tell her she can find better. Nash Ganache is always slapping you. Slap the rock out of her claws. She's dangerous. Tell her white lie. Tell her she can find better. Nashka scowls and shakes the rock at you. You're lucky I'm not going to break this against your heart's head, soft skull. Let it go. Stand up to her with your claws. Your bared claws get Nash's attention. I just don't want you to embarrass yourself showing off that crappy rock. She considers your words, then drops the rock and thanks you. Huh. Still no respect. Alright. What does this do? Smark sits quietly by himself in the furthest, darkest corner of the cave. He's slumped and deflated like a float pod, missing half the gas inside. His eye brims with slimy tears. Hug and console Smark, ask him what's wrong, leave him be. Ask him what's wrong. Smark looks down at his body, which isn't roly-poly or muscular like other monsterlings. He's sort of scrawny and weak. Look him over, tell Smark it's going to be fine, be straight with him. Look him over. He's lizard-like, but not in a nice way. You can see where parts of his hide are dry and itchy. His claws are blunt, though you know he's still good at climbing and catching mice. Smark looks down at his body. Okay. Tell Smark it's going to be fine. Be straight up with him. Be straight up with him. You may be weak now, Smark, but that's going to change. Just a few more days and you can start changing, like we all will, and then you can hunt. Alright. So that's 3 down. A few more to go. Let's do the gaping maw one. Elder Marinus floats in a pool of cave water, puffing her body like a bullweed. She points at something deep under the water. Well, you get that for me, little one, but you can't swim. Who's Elder Marinus? She's one of the older monsters. She's got scary poison spines all over her, but she's really nice. Okay. Sure, you're not afraid to punch at him. Figure out another way to get the thing out of the water. You jump in and pull yourself along the bottom of the pool with your claws. You easily reach the object, which is a funny yellow rock. Return to the surface. You roll it back to Marinus, who pets you on the head. Clever one. Well done. Alright. You're halfway towards leaving, becoming an adolescent. Firm up your personality as best as you can. Alright. Let's try... let's do the skull. Elder Marinus leads you and some other monsterlings to a secluded grotto at the back of the cave. What's that up high on the wall? It's a rusty iron cage or something inside it. Sticks and rocks, maybe. It's a collection of bones, Marinus says. This is a human skeleton. If you can get it out of the cage, you may play with it. At the cage. The Cage rests on a ledge several monsters high and only one monster wide. The lock rusted away long ago. A frayed rope hangs from the bars. Climb the rope, get help from a friend, toss something up to tip the cage over. I'm gonna toss something to the cage. You pick a nice-sized rock and throw it. Some rust flakes off the cage, but it stays where it is. The other monsters get the idea and they all start throwing things. There, it should come down at any moment. Cling, cling, clatter, crash. The cage collapses into pieces as bones fly over. Terrific, grab one and play with it. How about that? How about that one stuck through Blishtree's head? It might be hard to get out with her running around screaming like that. Oh, sure, just yank that bone right out of there. Blishtree shrieks so loud your head hurts. You're holding a long human bone with a chunk of slimy monster brain on the end. Shrug and eat the brain. I lost some kindness. I gained some cleverness. You devour the piece of Blishtree's brain. You feel a little smarter. She staggers away to rest and heal. Let's do this one. Nash tumbles into you screaming and chased by Sickle, who is also screaming. What's all this then? Stick your head under another monster swing for some peace and quiet. What's all this then? Nash and Sickle are trying to make each other's ears bleed by screaming. Sickle is winning and Nash is running. Protect Nash makes Sickle stop. Ask them politely, of course, to stop screaming. What fun, join in. Stop them by screaming them down. Sure. What fun, join in. As you add your screams to theirs, other monsters turn and listen. You seem to have created a weird three-part horrible harmony. Howl. You end up leading the whole cave in a chorus of I am monster, hear me roar, complete with roaring. You're not sure who won, but everybody's ears lost. Okay. Okay. Two more. Let's do the grumpy monster. Hamrag, an adult monster, sleeps in a big pile of monster rings. Everyone is comfortable. Blotz, giggling, sticks lichen in all four of Hamrag's nostrils. Hamrag's eyes shoot open as he starts to choke. Blotz shushes you with a threatening scowl. You're not afraid of Blotz. Help Hamrag. That's funny. Help Brouts out. That's funny. You jab a stick into one of Hamrag's nostrils and there's an explosion of snout snot. All the monsters are covered. Disgusting. Hamrag rages and punches the cave wall, shattering stone without even using his claws. Who did this? Who plugged me up? Come forward. Let Blotz take the fall. You Eureless point to Blotz. He starts to protest, but Hamrag jumps up and down on him, splattering him into slime, claws, and fur. But he'll be alright, won't he? Naturally, as Blotz pulls himself together, Hamrag delivers a lecture on pranks. But he still has some lichen in his nostrils, and you have to work very hard not to laugh at him. Alright. One more. Let's do the rock. Some monster rings are building little stone towers. Blotz comes to you with a heaping armload of smooth rocks. Do you think this is enough to build a tower? Give him an honest answer. Help him with the tower. Shout, leave me alone, Blotz, I'm busy. Prank Blotz nicely. Pull a mean prank on Blotz. Prank Blotz nicely. You tell Blotz he has too many rocks. He gives you half of them. You quickly build a statue that looks vaguely like Blotz carrying an armful of rocks. That's how it's done. The other monsters look on in amusement. Even Blotz seems to enjoy it, though his own tower has suffered. Oh my, you wake up and find that you're no longer a little monster. You're growing up. Wow. Elder Marinus calls the oldest monsterlings to gather in a group. You're one of the oldest ones now, so you should join them. She gives grave. She looks grave. She gives grave. Go with Elder Marinus. Marinus shuffles down the long tunnel, turning this way and that among dozens of forking passages. Keep going. Marinus stops in a warm, humid chamber with a pit in the floor. She points to the pit, which seethes with thick mist. Jump right in. Wait for her to make you go. Jump right in. You fall and fall some more. And fall. You're falling. And other monsterlings are falling. Yes, some of them are crying, and then you can't see through the mist. Or is it fog? Maybe clouds. Moans and groans and whispering screams. Where is this? It must be somewhere. You land on smooth, flat stone despite the swirling vapor. The floor is dry as bone. You hear other monsterlings breathing nearby. Some of them are still above you, still falling. Get out of the way. You join some of the monsterlings at the edge of the mist. There are more passages out here than you can count. Some monsters begin to panic while others look determined. You should take charge. Maybe someone should. I'm going to take charge. The other monsterlings watch you curious. Lead the way personally. Slash the others to show them you're in charge. Help everyone work together. Lead the way personally. You strike out with courage and confidence. The other monsters follow you, choosing turns and forks at random. You soon walk into a cave of even thicker mist. Such thick mist. The chamber swirls with mist, smoke, fog, vapor, except it's not any of those things. It's ghosts, hundreds of them, large and small. They're everywhere. Spooky. One by one, the pale ghosts begin to turn their attention to you. Their eyes glow different colors. Stand fast. The ghosts speak in many voices, all hollow and distant, all in unison. They ask you, do you fear? Yes, it's great. Attack them, wait and say nothing. Attack them! You scream and leap. The ghosts are insubstantial, swirling around your clouds like nothing at all. Nothing at all? Nothing at all, stupid spectral monsters. Jesus. They laugh at you and prove that they're not entirely untouchable. Then tendrils of mist circle your throat and begin to squeeze. Pass out. End of Monsterlinghood. Here's how you're doing. Okay, yep. You wake up inside a well-appointed hovel. This is your home now. What should you be doing now? Start living as an... What should you be doing now? Give more respect. Okay. Alright. I think I'm going to cut this video off here, and in the next one, we will start living as an adolescent monster. So until next time, this has been Dansparce. Like, comment, subscribe, leave me any questions if you want anything. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Steam. Links are down below.